What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today we are entering games 21 to 30 in FUT Champs. I'm hoping that this is going to be an early upload around 3 PM and then there'll be another upload at 10 PM. My typical time of upload, by the way guys, is 10 PM. People are always like, when's Road to Glory? It's always just 10 PM. Apart from today and probably tomorrow, we're going to have back-to-back episodes, 3 PM and 10 PM, just so I can get through not only these FUT Champs games, but also the Division 1 games. Now, behind me, you can see I've got a unit there now. I've spent a couple of hours building it tonight. I hate building things, honestly, I just hate building them, but I built it. I'm working on getting the TV on the wall and getting some like nice stuff there behind me. Eventually my desk is going to change and it's going to be there, but only when I can sort that out. But hopefully now the audio quality should be a lot better. I've also got a lampshade on, bang, right there. So I'm hoping also the lighting should be a lot better today. Finally got some stuff out the way, working towards getting this office to be impeccable. But in the meantime, here we are. So any lighting or audio issues still, of course, I do apologise. It's too late to apologise. What you're going to see in today's episode is me losing a lot of games in a row and switching back to a team, a specific player actually that I used in previous FUT Champions in Eric Bailly. And after I switched back to Eric Bailly, I went on a win streak of all win streaks and turned FUT Champions around from being a horrendous experience to an, oh my god, we almost got elite. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the situation we were in. Oh, look at that. Look at the whiteys, man. They look good in this light. Of course, a lot more questions from you guys. Again, some of them still to do with the school and education stuff, although I'm not really going to touch on that too much today. And majority of them to do with FIFA again today, which is kind of where I want to go. I'm not out of breath, by the way, guys. I saw a comment the other day saying like, why are you always out of breath in videos? So I'm not out of breath. I have like anxiety problems, and I've never gone to the doctors to get like to resolve them, so that they may not be anxiety problems. I should just go to the doctors and get it fixed. And I was going to go to the doctors when I got down to Bournemouth, and talking about it makes me have to breathe deep. And there are just times where like I've got things stressful, you know, I've got a lot of stuff on my plate right now, I've got a lot of stressful things going on, and it just makes me need to take a deep breath. And if I can't take a deep breath and get that kind of one breath that I need, it makes me feel like I'm short of breath even when I'm not, which gives the indication that I'm out of breath when I'm actually not out of breath. I'm fine. Like, I just need to take a deep breath is all. That wasn't it. I'm sure we'll get it through the video. Also, another thing, and I've talked about this before, is to do the swallowing. Sometimes I swallow like that. Basically, when I'm like ill, and I'm not ill right now, but I've got like a little bit of a bunged up nose and stuff. When I'm a little bit ill, my mouth produces excess saliva. I don't know why, it's just science, and I have to swallow it. Otherwise, it will just start drooling out of my face, and that won't be nice for anyone to see. So, with that being said, what an opponent there that we came up against, by the way. Who is that? Oli. Yeah, with that being said, I had to take a pause for the cause, because if I didn't sit there and take a deep breath, I was going to frustrate myself with it throughout the whole video. With that being said, the first question, or the first comment that I thought was quite interesting because of how many likes it's got, is from Stephen Hunter, and the video's only been live that I got this from for about an hour or so, less than, for an hour and a half. What? Maybe I should go back to school. Less than an hour and it's been less than 2 hours is what I was supposed to say. It's been about an hour and 50 minutes it's been live. And Stephen Hunter says, I'm not going to lie, but I think I learn more watching NepentheZ than I do in school. And I find that hilarious. Like in a comical sense. I don't think it's hilarious at all. I think if you're not learning the right things at school, you know, as much discussed, I think you should just go and find something that you're interested in and just run with it. Honestly, like the things I I inquire about now, I never thought I'd be interested in as a kid. And there's certain things, for example, where I didn't particularly like science at school, right? Just wasn't a fan of science. Couldn't give a damn. I'll be honest. Just didn't really care about science. But I was on IMGA the other month, really, and it had like this post about the top 10 scientific breakthroughs this year, and some of them were just incredible, and it made me just start like looking into them even more and even more, and before I know it, I'm literally like knee deep in science, and I'm like, what have I become? What kind of human am I? Find something you like, man. Find something you like, because it's awesome. I'm still short of breath. I even went and got a breath, and I'm still short of breath. I'm gonna have to do it again. Oh, burp. The crazy thing is, because I've referenced it now to myself, it's on my conscience, which makes it worse. Like, if I could just forget about it, it literally goes away. But because I can't forget about it right now, it's not going away, but I'll get there. Anyway, at this point in time, guys, we had won 15 from 22. We were 15-7, right? Which seems alright, right? It seems alright. It's alright. However, the next thing you know, we're 16-11. What went wrong? It all went wrong. Dr. Wiener, great name, great name. Let's read Dr. Wiener's comment. It's massive, and it does have some functionality to the comment. He says, "Hey Nep, first of all, I wanted to say that you're the best YouTuber. Thank you for the content. I appreciate that, bro. I think I speak for all of us when we say you are very humble but not fake. You interact with your audience and help us out with your amazing content and brilliant personality, and you are like a role model." Stop it. Stop it. Your wife and daughter should be blessed to be with you. I'm the lucky one, genuinely, man. To have someone that loves you unconditionally is something you just don't get often. Like, but both my parents have been through several. Well, my mum's been married and divorced twice. My dad married and divorced once and married a second time. Like, it's rare to find someone that just has that unconditional love. And I'm not saying that this, I'm not even married to her yet, which is actually funny enough. There's a comment coming up about that. But it's on our cards. It has been for many years. We have a business together, we have properties together, we have a daughter together. Like, I think in actual law, because we've lived together for more than 5 years, I think we are what's commonly known as common law married. Like, we have like the same benefits as married people. We're just not married. But they are not lucky to have me. Honestly, they are unlucky to have me. I am indeed the lucky one. That was a great goal right there, by the way. I digress. He carries on to say, "Now going on, I think I have a good idea for your content. The Road to Glory is the best series on YouTube. The Draft to Glory on your main channel is pretty good as well. But why waste the Draft to Glory account? You could maybe do Draft to Glory on your main channel on your Road to Glory account. That would be awesome, because you can make way more coins, and you are a good enough player that you're guaranteed to make coins. Just an idea. Hopefully you see it and discuss this. Stay awesome, man, and rock on, Nepo. You're the best." Well, I appreciate the kind words, dude. And I thought about your comment, and it is something that I would consider. I just can't do it until FIFA 18 now, because we're already so deep into both series. It wouldn't be sensible. However, if I did do them both on one account, it would be clever. It would be fun. It would be amazing, because I could use the items and the coins that I get on the Draft to Glory and the Road to Glory, and then I'll never run out of the Draft to Glory coins, because I'm making coins on the Road to Glory. Like, it would be good. However, the only downside I would say is, if I was unsuccessful in the draft and run out of coins, the whole point is to see what we can make just from draft. So I'd have to like track the stats on the draft specifically a different way than just through one account, if that makes sense. But yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It would be an interesting experiment to see how it worked if we did both series through one account. NK100 says, "Bit late, Nep. If you have no motivation for a job but you are pressured to get one by your parents, what should you do?" It depends really why your parents are pressuring you to get a job. Are you like 15, 16, 18 years old, and they're pressuring you to get a job because they feel like it'll be good life experience for you? Or are you, early 20s, mid 20s, and they're pressuring you to get a job because, hey buddy, you need to get your life together. You need to get yourself a job, get your own place, and start going, start being an adult. Like, if it's the latter, and you have no motivation for a job, honestly, like for me, one of the things that helped me most through my early kind of teen years, my late teens, early 20s, was forums, man. Like, find a forum for something that you love. And when I say forum, I don't necessarily mean a text forum. I mean a forum, like in the general sense of the word. Be it an actual internet forum, or be it a support group, at your local recreational center. Find a forum that has people that suit who you are. In high school, everyone tries their best to fit in, right? Everyone, you know, oh, the cool kids do this, I want to try and do this, I want to be a cool kid. In real life, it doesn't work like that. In real life, you need to surround yourself with like-minded people so that you can enjoy your life with those people. So find a way to find people near you in your area who are young, hot female, no, who are people who like the same things that you like, so that you can have engaging conversation. And what you'll find is, if you find someone that has very similar interests in life, be it through hobbies or anything, you'll find that that will give you the motivation to want to do more. For example, let's say on Monday you go to your local recreational centre, or your local YMCA, or your local church, or whatever's there for you, and you are there for a seminar on gaming, because this is the easiest thing for me to relate to, and there's loads of people in there, and eventually you're like, yo, what's up, what game? So, you know, what games do you like? Oh, he likes League of Legends. No way, you like League of Legends too. You guys should play together. So you start playing together, a little bit of League, no problem here. You know, a few weeks later, he's like, hey dude, like, I'm going to LCS this weekend, it's in Germany. I know it's like a little bit expensive. The flights are like £60 return. The hotel probably like £30, £40 a night. We're going to go for 2 nights. Me and some other friends that play League are going to go. Do you want to come? Trust me when I tell you, your motivation for a job will go through the goddamn roof. To try and fund that trip, you're now like, oh my God, I've got friends. I've got a purpose. They don't judge me because of what I like or what I look like. They just like me and they've invited me to something. I need a job to fund this. And that will spark your interest in getting a job and going out there and doing something. You know, there are a lot of free things to do in this world, and friendships and building friendships is one of those, but sometimes you need money to do stuff, man, and if that's not motivation enough, I don't know what is. But if you're like 15 and your parents are like, go get a job or whatever, they're likely doing it because they want to give you life experience, right? And in that, 2 things come to mind in that case, and the first thing I'd say is ask your parents why they want you to get a job. And you know, because if it is for life experience, there are many other things you can do. One thing that I've really wanted to do for a long time, but I've never got around to doing yet, and it would be awesome if this Christmas could be the Christmas, is like I want to help less fortunate people. You know, when now I started streaming, I'm going to start, once I get it all set up, I'm going to start dedicating like all the revenue I make from streaming and stuff to charities, because I do give plenty to charities, but there are so many less fortunate people than myself that I want to help. And I never really wanted to talk about this, and I definitely don't want to document it on social media or anything like this, but I want to go to like soup kitchens and to like Make-A-Wish foundations and stuff and help them. And not because, oh my God, look at this, he's doing this amazing thing, let's retweet, let's get him some social media attention off the back of this. I want to do it for me and for knowing that I've done something good for those less privileged. So if they want you to do it for life experience, go to your local charities, you know, your local Oxfam shops or whatever, and offer your services to work for free, because I promise you, you will learn more and earn more, not in a financial value, but you earn more in your life for helping those less fortunate than you will for just going and get some job at Tesco's for £6 an hour, where you hate it and you hate what you're doing and you hate your boss and you hate your colleagues and you're literally doing it just because your parents told you to. So it's very circumstantial, but that is the scenario in my opinion. Sam Barrett says, Net, why haven't you married your girlfriend? A question mark. And this ties in with the question from before. Honestly, just like at this moment in time, really just laziness. Like just, it's never been the right time, or something's always been, okay, we need to do this and we need to do that. Like, you know, we've discussed marriage, we are going to get married, we're not engaged yet, but it's due like very, very, very soon. Like it's that time where, you know, it's due, but life, man, in my opinion, just gets in the way of things. You know, life hurts, man. Life can be going so good, and then you'll wake up one morning and bang, you'll get hit with a lawsuit from the Gambling Commission, and you don't know why the hell for. Like literally, like life just, oh man, it's this, man, it's this. Like it's so many ups and downs, and getting married just hasn't been something that's been at the forefront of the most important things in life to do at that time. You know I love her, I know she loves me. As I said before, we have like a daughter together, we've got a family, we've got a business, we've got properties, we've got so much invested in each other that getting married isn't a prevalent thing to take on in the immediate future. Not to say that it's not going to happen. Matthew Coward, I'm still struggling for breath here, guys, says, hey Nep, love your vids. Do you think there will be a league SBC for every league? For example, will there be one for the BPO La Liga? I would assume so, yes. But what they've done so far is they've done two leagues at a time. They've done the current top scorer from last season that's still in the league. So Perbet was the top scorer for Belgium in the Belgium league. Lacazette last season was the top scorer in the French league. The second top scorer, Zlatan, was the top scorer but moved out of that league. And then Giovinco was the top scorer last season in the MLS, so on and so forth. So going forwards, if they're going to do it for the BPL, it's going to be a Harry Kane, which I don't think they've got too much problems in doing. It'll be like an 89 rated or 90 rated, no big deal. But for La Liga, for example, it's going to be Luis Suarez. So I would expect that they would do that super, super late on in the year, because they don't want everyone just running around with a 95 rated Luis Suarez from an SBC. But I do think they will do one for every league. What seems to be the case so far is that they're releasing 2 a month on around the 9th of every month. So expect around the 9th of January 2 more brand new league specific players. That was it. I got it that time. So yeah, FIFA Mark says, hey Nep, I watch your gameplay and I just think you are the best YouTuber out there. Great, keep up the great videos. So many comments like that, and I always sit here and think, you guys probably think I'm just ignoring you. I'm not ignoring you, it's just I don't know what, I'm just grateful. I just thank you. I thank you guys for watching, genuinely. Jelma Venema says, you say that kicking is not useful on keepers, but why do you have wall then? Talking about the fact that I have wall on Butland. I didn't even notice that I had wall on Butland until like 2 videos ago. And I was like, oh damn, I've got wall on Butland. I thought I had glove on him, and I have since changed it so that I have glove on the goalkeeper that I'm currently using, which actually isn't Jack Butland. Daniel Gibbons says, hey Nep, this is another unrelated topic, but I've been struggling with weight problems over the past couple of years. I'm a 19-year-old guy from Australia, and I feel as though I'm the odd one out in my group of mates. Now, I'm not obese by any means, but I'm just not in shape, and I feel as though I'm different, and I find it a real struggle to get a girlfriend. What's your advice on losing weight, as I'm looking to start fresh in 2017 and get into shape? Love your videos, watch them every day, keep up the great work. So, weight, I've struggled with my weight the last sort of 3 years. I've talked about it a lot before. Like, I'm very, I'm very embarrassed about the way I look right now, and not right now. Like I feel from here, like you can see, I'm not fat. Do you know what I mean? But I've got a gut, and the reason why I've got a gut is because I was eating terrible. I was just pounding sodas like it was crazy, and I sit in this chair for a lot of the day. Like, as I explained many times before, when I used to work for my dad in the pub industry, I would burn probably 8,000 calories a day just by doing my job, running up and down 100 flights of stairs a day, moving barrels around in the cellar all day. Like, I did so much more walking than what I do now, and I went to the gym 5 times a week. I was burning countless thousands of calories, so I was able to eat and drink whatever the hell I wanted. Started doing YouTube full time, and as my metabolism slowed down, I started putting on weight, not necessarily in the face, not necessarily in the shoulders or the chest, but in the gut area. I started putting on a lot of weight there, and I was embarrassed of myself. I didn't want to go to social events. Like, if there was YouTube social events, I would make excuses not to go. When I did go to social events like the Gamescom and stuff, I'd make sure I'd have a loose hoodie on to hide the fact that I had a gut. And yeah, I was super embarrassed, and the way I changed that when I did start losing weight was by cleaning up my diet. Literally, I cut out all sweets, all biscuits, all crisps, everything, and I cut out sodas. Now, I do drink Dr. Pepper from time to time again right now in life, but I still drink like a hell of a lot more water. Like, I literally have a glass of cold water right here. If you can see just to the right of me here, that is a huge water bottle. Like, I think it's like 10 litres or 15 litres, 18 litres of water. And I have it right there, so I have constant access. Because I used to drink a lot of soda out of like boredom drinking and boredom eating. Like, I would eat a bag of crisps or some sweets because I was just sitting there bored. Like, I wasn't doing anything. Playing FIFA, la 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 la. Oh, quickly half time, boom. Play some more FIFA. Oh, a bit more Dr. Pepper. Oh, that one's finished. No problem. Crack open another one. Bit more. And it was just a really unhealthy lifestyle. And the way I changed it, I started going to the gym again. I cleaned up my diet, and I just started taking my health seriously. I've kind of like since moving and stuff, I've fallen out of that loop again. I am still eating and drinking a lot healthier than I was doing before, but because I'm not going to the gym, my metabolism slows right down, because I literally get up, I walk up to my office, and I sit here, not all day every day, like I go out and about like with my daughter to the shops, I'm constantly up and down the stairs in the house and moving around the house, but I generally don't really do much physical exercise on a day-to-day basis, and so my metabolism's slowing down, and I can feel myself putting weight back on again, even though I'm eating healthily and drinking healthily, a little bit worse than I was a few months ago. So like in terms of like advice on losing weight, just like, it's not rocket science, you know. Like, people like to make it feel like it's difficult. It's not difficult, dude. You just gotta have the willpower to want to lose the weight, right? You've got to have the willpower to want to be a better version of you. But let me tell you something. Being a physically attractive person does not make a difference. Being a physically unattractive person, and I mean that not in necessarily your face or anything, but if you're like a bigger guy or a fat guy, or you've got a gut, or you've got something wrong with you somewhere that you feel unconscious about, trust me when I tell you, no one cares. There is, like, I was reading this thing, I can't remember where and I can't remember when, but I was reading this thing some months ago, maybe even years ago, of this guy who's like, he was just so self-conscious and he had so many problems, and someone in the comment section was like, you've got to remember that when you're walking down the street and you're thinking, like, walking with your friends, and you're thinking, fuck me, man, I'm fat, I bet they're making fun of me that I'm fat, wait, was that a fat joke? Like, you gotta remember, those people there that you may think are physically like fit or physically more attractive than you, they have got something going on with them and in their lives where they're sitting there self-conscious about themselves. Like, that one of your friends may have like rock solid abs and pecs of steel and like guns for the gun show, but he might have a lisp. And he might be sitting there overcompensating with his physical appearance because he's so insecure about his lisp. What you got to remember is, your friends don't care that you might be a bit bigger than them or a bit fatter than them. They might care because they don't, they might care for health reasons. They might be like, dude, if you want to go to the gym, I'll support that. Let's go to the gym. Let's get you down the gym. Let's get you healthier because it's beneficial for your life. But your friends and strangers don't give a shit about you in the way that you look. They give a crap about the person that you are. And in terms of like struggling to get a girlfriend, again, like it's harder for physically unattractive people to get, to find relationships. But it's not impossible. And again, it comes to a point of, just because somebody may be more physically attractive than you, it doesn't mean they have a better chance of getting a girlfriend or a boyfriend than you, because they will still have their demons and then their insecurities and those personality traits that make them a good or a bad person. And what it all boils down to is who you are as a person. And I know this is cliche, and I say so many cliche things, and when I was younger, I always used to feel like, nah, that's just not true, it's just so cliche, but it's true. Like, what matters in a relationship isn't what the person looks like. Of course, there has to be lust there, otherwise the relationship won't work. There has to be a physical attraction. But there are a lot of girls out there that like big dudes, and there are a lot of dudes out there that like massive girls. I used to go to a club all the time in central London, and there was this one black dude there, man, and I swear, the first time I went to this club, because I used to go to the same club like every weekend basically, the first few times I went there, I used to see him with these like big girls, and me being an immature idiot, like, would joke around my friends like, oh, he must have got the bad, pulled the short straw this time, and he has to get, go for the unattractive girl, or maybe he's just being the best wingman a man could ever ask for. But that wasn't the case. The more I went, the more I realized he just loved big girls, man. Like, he just loved big girls. So don't just like count yourself out of being able to get a girlfriend or be in a relationship just because you're a bigger dude. There's girls out there that they love you, man, and it doesn't even mean that they have to be big girls that want big guys. There's a lot of skinny girls that want big guys, man. Like, just Google that, man. There's a world of pain out there waiting for you, dude. There's a world of pain waiting for you to say, my God, I wish I was single, rather than, oh my God, I'm too fat to get a girlfriend. But best of luck with your weight loss going forward, dude. And let me tell you something, man. You say you're looking to start fresh in 2017. Don't wait till 2017, bro. Don't wait that long. 2017 is still like another 2.5 weeks away. Like that, imagine where you could already be in that 2.5 weeks waiting for 2017. You could have already lost 5 or 10 pounds in that time, man. Don't wait till the new year. Go, literally, do whatever you got to do tomorrow to change your diet. Even if that means like just introducing more health to your diet. If you had the same diet that you always have, but you just drink 3 glasses of water extra a day, that's a start. That, you know, start tomorrow, dude. Start today. Start right now. Because you're in Australia, you're going to see this during like the daytime, actually. So start now, bro. Start now. And that's unfortunately where we're going to have to leave it today. I did have a few more questions up there, but I'm going to have to wait around for those for another video. But we end up after 30 games being, I can't even remember where we were. We were at an uncannily low amount of wins after 30 games. I was very disappointed. I didn't think I was going to get gold 1. I had to win an obscene amount of games in a row to be able to get gold 1. But here you can see the SBC that came about allowed me to cash in on a few of our Saudi League players, making us a considerable amount of coins. I think we made about 80,000 coins altogether off the Saudi League players, which is absolutely awesome. But this, guys, is going to be the end of the video. If you have enjoyed this, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.